Hello and welcome to the Four County Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Kevin Carey with Caliber Home Loans. I've got Peggy Magnanelli with me today. She's with RE/MAX Results here in Frederick, Maryland. Welcome, Peggy.
Thank you very much.
So, look, we're going to hear talk a little bit about the CARE Act. The CARE Act was established back with President Trump, which was allowed people to not have to make their mortgage payment without the ability of losing their home.
Correct.
Right? So obviously President Biden just passed his stimulus package back in March. One of the things is the CARE Act is getting ready to expire come April 1. Right? So what does that mean? April 1, you've got to start making your mortgage payments again.
Right.
Okay? So Peggy's here to talk to you guys today about if you're in this financial situation and you still can't afford to sell your house, I'm sorry, you're not able to afford to make your mortgage payments, but if you follow the show, equity is at an all-time high. Prices are escalating, things of that nature. So Peggy's here to tell you about a success story that we had with one of her clients that was in the same situation. She was in danger of potentially losing her home. She had, and Peggy's gonna talk about this, a large amount of equity and how we use that as a strategy to get her out of this house and still put her in a position where she's able to buy in the near future. So Peggy, tell me a little bit about that.
Thank you. Yes, she lost her job, like so many other people, was living on unemployment. Unemployment, of course, was not enough to make her mortgage payments. And of course, she applied through the CARES Act. So now she doesn't have to make the mortgage payment. It's not hurting her credit by not making the mortgage payment.
Right.
But she knows trying to catch up and not knowing exactly how that's going to work out, whether they're going to want all of it, some of it, are they tacking it onto the back end?
Right.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So she decided this would be the best way to do it without it affecting her credit.
Right.
So we got her house on the market. She had $100,000 worth of equity in the house. Her house had 14 offers on it. It escalated over the asking price. And what she did was she went out, got a rental, paid for a year in advance in cash. So that was $24,000. But now she doesn't have to worry about paying her rent,
Right.
because it's already paid. She now has a new job, so but her credit wasn't hurt at all.
Right. So,
And she's saving up. She's got that money put away. She did pay off some debt that she had accumulated,
Right.
but she's still got 50 grand waiting for when she's ready in a year to be able to buy.
Yeah. So look, the CARE Act, what that means is, from a credit standpoint, what Peggy is referencing is, if you're not making your mortgage payment, the mortgage servicer cannot report to the credit companies that you've been late.
Right.
Come April 1, they now are expecting their mortgage payments, okay? Most of the payments that you missed have been put on arrears. Basically, they tacked it on to the back end of the loan. So let's say you owed $200,000 and now let's say $1,000 a month for 12 months. It's another $12,000 that's been tacked on, right? Well, when you make your mortgage payment, you're just expected to make what was due.
Right.
However, if you miss April, you still miss May, and you miss June, that's 90 days worth of payments. The servicer then has the ability to start the foreclosure process.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this particular situation, if this client would have made an emotional decision, and we understand this is your home.
This is a tough one.
It's a tough one. However, she made a financial decision which allowed her and her kids to be put in a better situation. Like Peggy said, 1 year worth of rent paid up front. So she doesn't have to worry about making a mortgage or a rent payment. She doesn't worry about losing a place to live for 12 months for her children. She was also able to pay off debt, which freed up cash flow. Once she found a new job, now she can start to rebuild her finances. Still has potentially anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000, depending upon what would be left over, with everything that she did, to be able to put that towards down payment and closing costs to buy a house in 12 months. But here's the biggest thing. No late payment, as Peggy said, on her mortgage. So it didn't affect her credit. it doesn't affect her ability to qualify for another mortgage. Guidelines state, look, if you've had a late payment in the last 12 months on your mortgage payment, it's very tough to qualify, but that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother show. So the point is this, is that right now, if you're in this situation, reach out to Peggy, okay? She's got experience with this, but the biggest thing is this, you have to remove the emotional decision to make the best financial decision for you and your family. So if you're looking for advice, you're looking for some guidance, Peggy's contact information is behind me. If you like the show, please hit subscribe. But Peggy, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing that success story. And if you need anything, like I said, reach out to Peggy. All right? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.